The 1,000-year peace is over. Aliens declare war, but humans only laugh. The Council of Galactic Unity had not convened in full session for nearly a millennium. Not since the 1,000-year peace accord was signed, an era of unprecedented harmony after the last galactic war that nearly wiped out 3 major civilizations. In the grand marble halls of Unity Station, thousands of species once bitter enemies now traded, laughed, and coexisted. That peace shattered on a Tuesday. The Carval Dominion, an insectoid empire from the Fringe Quadrant, transmitted a declaration of war to the Council. The announcement was brief, brutal, and delivered in over 200 languages simultaneously. The humans have violated the sacred balance with their technology, their arrogance, their unchecked expansion. The Dominion declares total war on Earth and all its colonies. The age of peace is over. As chaos erupted across the hall, a single representative sat back in his seat, slowly sipping from a steel thermos marked with a faded NASA logo. Ambassador Marcus Weller of Earth's United Planetary Directorate, representing humanity, smiled. Not a diplomatic smile, a knowing smile. The Carval fleet didn't wait. They surged through the wormhole that connected the Fringe to the Orion Corridor, where most of Earth's frontier colonies existed. Their ships were jagged and beautiful, living metal-wrapped in energetic shields, armed with planet-raising plasma beams. They hit the colony of Prosperity Prime first. It was empty. No ships responded. No orbital defenses. No panicked citizens. Just miles of pristine forests and a single transmission loop on repeat. Hey there. If you're here for the invasion, sorry we're closed for renovations. Please try again later. The Carval were confused. Then came the humans' actual response. Admiral Ctheric of the Dominion reviewed the footage of what came next. It had been sent to him directly by the scouts who invaded Prosperity Prime. It was shaky, frantic, but clear enough. The sky had darkened suddenly. From orbit, the Carval fleet detected no incoming signals, no weapon lock-ons, only silence. And then they saw them. Black ships, silent, angular, matte, completely invisible to radar or heat scans. They didn't fly like normal craft. They darted. They glitched. One moment, they were kilometers away. The next, they were inside the fleet formation. One by one, Carval ships vanished from the scanners. No energy weapons. No signs of conventional attacks. They were simply gone. Counselor Thrix of the Felinari Republic paced back and forth in front of Weller, her tail flicking anxiously. You laugh at war, human, she hissed. The Dominion is older than your species. They've conquered entire star systems overnight, and you sit here smiling. Weller set down his thermos and raised an eyebrow. You think this is the first time someone's come for us? After 1,000 years, yes. He leaned forward. You know what peace does to most species? Makes them soft. Makes them complacent. Humans? We got creative. We stopped building weapons, but we didn't stop preparing. We got bored. And boredom breeds monsters. The Carval sent a second wave. This time, they struck 3 colonies at once. Same result. Deserted outposts. Mocking messages. And then, utter annihilation. The new footage revealed the human ships in slightly more detail. They didn't fire weapons in the traditional sense. Instead, they used drones, tiny AI-driven insects that infiltrated ships and either shut them down or turned them on each other. The Carval began to suspect the humans had achieved something dangerous. They had mastered psychological warfare. General T.R. Khan stood before the Dominion High Command, shaking with rage. We underestimated them. We thought them stagnant, primitive. They've turned war into performance art. On screen behind him, a transmission loop played from the colony of New Alaska. A massive hologram of a man in aviator glasses and a fur-lined coat danced on a snowy field, throwing snowballs at a cardboard cutout of a Carval warrior. The caption read, "Come and get us. We made hot cocoa." The real human fleet appeared only after the seventh failed invasion. They didn't arrive with fanfare. They arrived with silence. Thousands of ships, coordinated without radio chatter, driven by what the Dominion only later learned were quantum-entangled AIs. There was no central command to disrupt, no signals to jam, no hierarchy, just cold, efficient, unstoppable retaliation. The Carval flagship, Dominion Ascendant, was destroyed before it even registered the human fleet's presence. No weapons. The entire structure simply disassembled, its atoms unraveled by something the humans referred to as field-type Omega. Ambassador Weller stood once again before the panicked Galactic Council. "The 1,000-year peace was a good thing," he said calmly. "But it made you forget. All of you. You thought peace was the natural state of things. It's not. Peace is a choice, and it only lasts if you maintain the tools to protect it." Counselor Varn, a crystalline being from the Ilari Combine, whispered, "You trained for 1,000 years. Weller nodded. "We didn't train for war. We trained for the next war." Back on Earth, beneath the Rocky Mountains, the facility known only as Sovereign Vault opened for the first time in centuries. Deep inside, a vault containing dormant strategies, simulation models, and threat scenarios reactivated. The AI system, known as Prometheus, resumed its role. Threat Level Alpha, Response Protocol, Laughing Titan. Thousands of Earth's finest, soldiers, scientists, thinkers, had spent generations feeding Prometheus every possible scenario, every alien tactic ever seen, and hundreds never even attempted. Now it was unleashed. The Carval never stood a chance. Within 2 weeks, every Carval ship within 20 light years was gone. Not destroyed. Gone. As in erased. Entire fleets removed from time and space. The result of a weapon that folded local space-time in on itself. The weapon had a name. Humans called it the Reaper's punchline. It wasn't just a tool. It was a message. The Carval homeworld began broadcasting surrender signals, even as their own people rioted in the streets. They demanded answers from their leaders. How did the humans defeat us? No one had an answer, because the humans didn't just fight. They mocked. They made memes. The Carval war machine became a punchline across Earth's interstellar networks. There were action figures, movies, even a musical called Oops, all bugs. The Dominion fell without Earth ever landing troops on their soil. They broke down under the weight of ridicule. Ambassador Weller returned to Earth after the surrender. As his shuttle descended toward the UPD headquarters in Geneva, he looked out over the city. Peaceful, but not idle. In training academies across the planet, new cadets were already preparing, not for war, but for resilience, creativity, adaptability. In Earth's universities, students debated the ethical ramifications of overwhelming force and the responsibilities of a civilization that could erase entire fleets without breaking a sweat. Humans laughed when war was declared not because they loved violence, but because they had mastered what others had forgotten. Peace without preparation is a fantasy. Peace with preparation is strength. 1 year after the war, the Galactic Council ratified a new charter. Every civilization must maintain a defense force, not for aggression, but as a deterrent. The humans were asked to lead the initiative. They refused. Weller addressed the council one last time. "We don't want to rule. We don't want to lead. We just want to live free and make sure no one ever forgets that peace isn't the absence of threat. It's the triumph over it." He turned, then paused. "Oh, and if you're thinking about testing us again," he smiled. "Check the memes first.